So this one's gonna be more of a I was trying to find the word for audio log, but I'm a little tired, so. It's 3:30, something like that. I wanted to do this one anyway when I woke up, but I figured why not just make it while this is fresh on my mind. I got woken up right now because I had a dream. In my dream, my little sister was there, and I was trying to. We were like in the backyard of my house growing up, and I was walking to her to give her a hug or say bye or something. I don't remember why, but somehow my ex-woman, ex-girlfriend, ex-familiar other, somehow she got to me first before I reached my sister. And she wanted to say bye, I guess, or she wanted to tell me something. So I gave her a hug, and she kissed me, and it was really weird, like not a making out kiss, but just a kiss. And I didn't understand. And then she said, or rather, telepathed, because that's how you communicate in dreams. She said the weirdest thing I've ever heard in a dream. She said, let's get together and give each other a kiss once a year. Now, in my dreams, I seem to think exactly the same as I do in waking awareness, and I didn't, and I couldn't figure it out at all. I couldn't figure it out then. Still can't figure it out now. What would be? Yeah, I don't know. Very strange. This also sort of relates to the last time she appeared in one of my dreams. The last time that happened. Bear with me, I'm tired and the mind is working a little sluggishly. Oh, the last time this happened, I had thoughts of us trying to get back together or something like that. Because in the last dream, she was being intimate as well. And after that last dream, I text her, and I guess I was wanting to open the door to talk about the possibility of us not being apart forever. And I text her something like asking why we didn't try to make it work this time, because we always have in the past. We've broken up quite a few times. 4 to be exact. Twice. We each twice dumped each other. And this time there wasn't any attempt on either side to reconcile. And she kind of corrected me when I went and talked to her in real life, and was just reiterating the fact that we're both happier not in that relationship. I was also, in the last one, I was kind of testing to see if when she appears in my dreams, or anybody for that matter, if there is some connection going on between the actual beings, when that happens, that each can remember. She didn't say if she felt anything from that, so I'm not sure if someone appears in your dreams, if you're appearing in their dreams around the same time, or if you're just in their thoughts somehow. I'm not sure. But back to this dream. Look at this, see if it's still recording. Back to this dream, what she was saying about we should get together and kiss once a year. In my dream, mind you, I'm not. This is my creation. I'm sure it has nothing to do with her. But my creation or not, it made no sense to me in the dream, and it doesn't make any sense to me now. But it got me thinking about conditional love. And when I had this thought about conditional love, I started getting angry, because conditional love is a big part of why us humans are in the fucked up situation we're in now, is because conditional love has been peddled as the norm. And it's bad. Conditional love is horrible on any level. So yeah, it's bad. I'm not gonna go say what the replacement for conditional love is, because I think we all know what that is. It doesn't even need words. Conditional love is just a manner of blocking. It's a manner of having defenses. It's a manner of, you only get XYZ from me unless, or you only get this from me if you give this to me. And that notion is reinforced by our legal system and by the divorce lawyers, where you can't just naturally move away from somebody who's it's not working out with anymore for whatever reason. External forces must be involved, and of course money transfers must be involved, and of course the guilt shame industry gets involved via the Catholic Church, of course. And a lot of it just can't be simple. There's got to be these nasty contracts and breaking of contracts, and other things like alimony and child support, and the system playing babysitter and basically telling you how you ought to manage things. It's just gross. Along with the whole system of human management is gross. Yeah, conditional love it's I wasn't in it even when I got married. I'm not in it now, and I never really gave conditional love to her within or without the marriage. I did my best to remain just how I am and treat her fairly, give myself to her as much as I could in the relationship, even though it was conditional love, and that was just the way that relationship had to be, because that's how her mind is, that's how her mind worked. So excuse me. So I give myself unconditionally now. I wasn't able to when I was in the relationship, but now, with all of the people I come across, I give myself unconditionally. Of course, I'm not just defenseless and, gonna be a doormat for whoever walks through my life, but people that come into my car, for instance, for ride sharing, I treat them all. They're familiar immediately, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's depending on whatever their level of conditional defense systems are at, because I talk with all the humans as if I just talk with them all the same way, and depending on whatever their level of defensiveness is or whatever, that's depending on how intimate our conversation is. And I do miss also the intimacy of close relationship with a female, and I would like to be to have that again without all the trappings of conditionality, but that doesn't really exist with the females around. They're all in it, they're all expecting, and the system demands that they be, essentially. Not all of them, I'm sure, are like that, but you don't meet people who open up because they've been hurt. That's why they don't open up. Everyone's been hurt that gives of themselves just for the pure joy of giving. You do that and you get hurt. Someone stomps you, So conditional love, as gross as it is, it's a defense mechanism so the innocent don't get destroyed. And I see what it's there for. Doesn't change that it's ugly. Doesn't change that it's brought all of our relationships to this kind of cold, routine-like. It just becomes gross, The conditional love is gross. That's all I can say about it. Like, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. you have to almost rig an event or an argument or something so you can have the makeup session afterward, which is unconditional, and people and both sides allow themselves to be vulnerable again. You know, that happened with us many times, and it was always beautiful, the getting back together part, because we went back to the unconditional love, because we had it, you know, in that relationship from time to time. We didn't always have it, but it was always after there was like a blow up, and one of us or both of us got really upset, and you know, that was the beautiful part, was being able to just drop all of the shit, drop all of the expectations, drop the conditionality, drop our differences, and just open up completely. That was what I love the most about being in a relationship, in that close of a relationship with somebody of the opposite sex, you know. And we don't have that nowadays. We just don't. Everyone's guarded. I just see it so distinctly with all the people that come through this car. Thousands of people coming through this car. And it's sad. The potential we have here as humans is so vast. It's unlimited, of course. It's unlimited. But the forces that don't want that to happen, the forces that feed, the forces that need the negativity, the forces that need the conditionality, stop that from happening. And I can't do it, you know. I can't do the conditionality. It's made it so my relationships with people are kind of few and far between, mainly because spontaneous sort of living relationships don't exist, and they are not encouraged in any sense in the system, and it makes people either too like excited to feel that, and then afterward they realize that that's a dangerous place to go in this society, and it is, or they're just too guarded to begin with to even try to experience what that is, and they don't go into it in the first place, because I'm always open to somebody being open with me, and it doesn't happen very often. It just doesn't. So something else I wanted to touch on. This isn't going to be related to the title of the video, but most people, it seems, when people are upset or they're having an emotional break, it seems like this is tied with a specific external thing that has happened to them, and they will rationalize through that problem or whatever and get over the emotional disturbance. With me, for some reason, it doesn't seem like that. The external things don't really trigger emotional responses in me, because my emotional maturity level has gotten a lot better over the years, and I have a pretty solid, stable center for the most part. now when I get emotionally disturbed, it's something that's deeper. It's something that's I just know it's connected with other levels of dimensionality, I guess you could say, other levels that I've been sealed off from as much as possible in this particular state of being. So when shit's hitting the fan on some other level, I feel it here, and there's no external trigger that I can see. Everything's happening just exactly like it always does, but inside I feel like the whole moment, the present moment becomes disturbing to me, and I have physical responses. And I will deal with that as with how I know how to deal with it. I have breathing techniques. I know to talk to other people, not necessarily about what I'm feeling right then, but if I just talk to them and ask them about themselves, then that helps whatever I'm dealing with to become less of an issue. I have various ways of dealing with these things, and they always pass. But what I'm saying is, we all, the ones that are on the waking path, the awakening path, we all are connected more deeply than the ones who are on the conditional love path, the ones who are on the system path. We're more deeply connected to what is not this realm, I guess I could say. And the spiritual warfare, the spiritual battle that goes on outside of our bubbles that we've created here, it rages on, and it affects us here on this level without having an external thing like, oh, my dog died, so that's why I'm sad, or oh, I didn't get a job I wanted, all this stuff that normally makes people sad and upset. That's not what makes us sad and upset. We don't know what makes us sad and upset. Like, I don't ever know why I get hit. It feels like an attack, really. And I just deal with it as it happens, and then eventually it's not there anymore. And I know now not to react, or rather I know that I don't have to react and try to medicate somehow. I know that I can get through it without alcohol, especially. That's what I used to use, without going and buying some shit fast food or whatever. Yeah. So I wonder if any of you listening to this have that sort of issue where you don't get your emotional centers traumatized by sort of rational events that are happening mainly, but you get these things happening as sort of internal attacks on some other level that you're not aware of in the moment. I think that's about it for now. I think I should probably continue sleeping. Should have watched Seven's latest video. It's pretty good. Seven Bomar, Sevan. He was talking about this reality or this universe, the whole thing, as a seed. And that outside of the seed is basically something akin to an ocean. And that we're just this one tiny seed in the ocean, like a cell in the ocean. Or maybe in a bigger body where there's just so much outside of the pod that you can't even possibly grasp it at this level. And that we're basically in kindergarten here, learning how to treat one another. Yeah, so interesting stuff. We're all breaking free, and it's traumatic. We're breaking free from the control structures, and it's traumatic because there are forces that feed on the emotions that are triggered by the control structures. And this is referenced in so many places. I don't have any doubt about it. It's the only explanation for the apparent insanity of our political system, of wars, of conditional love, of the complete lack of curiosity, openness, spontaneity in this arena. It's just obvious to me. I don't see any problem with us admitting that there are forces that feed on the lower energies that we can't see, that you can't see with the visible eye. That's just a given for me. I'm gonna end this now. I hope you all are doing well, and good night, good morning. Conditional love sucks, you guys. Don't go there. Allow yourself to be yourself, even if it's painful.